Hi friends, Professor Joe here, and we are going to have a glance at the global news, and we will also have a look at Forex Weekly Heads Up. Let's start with Asian news. Hang Seng Index rose by 3.24%. The major leads were taken by financial institutions like HSBC, which rose by 4.99%, and Standard Chartered, that rose by 4.83%. One of the major reasons why the stock markets in Hong Kong rose up so much is the traders were enjoying their Lunar New Year holidays, and now they are back on the floor to make the impact. Next up, from the European markets, Pan-European Stoxx 600 sank by 1.8%, and there the lead was taken by the tech stocks, which fell down by 3.4%. As Bank of England hikes their interest rates and also warns the traders and the economy about the inflation that might come up in the month of March and April. Next, coming up from the crude oil industry, the oil prices reaches a 7-year high. Brent crude went up by 2.3% and reaches $93.27, and US West Texas go up by 2.26% and reaches $92.31. Experts predict that very soon we might see a 3-figure number on the crude oil prices. Next, coming up from the US markets, Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, with their old school strategies, play out once again the tech stocks as tech stocks plunge in the US markets. Meta, with a 52-week high of $384, plunges down to a 52-week low of $230, which shaves off almost $200 billion of market capitalization of Meta stocks. For Forex traders coming up this week, Monday, no major news. Tuesday, the same, no major news. Wednesday, 9th February, Canadian dollar. Bank of Canada, Governor McCallum speaks. It's an important news for traders trading in Canadian dollar. Thursday, 10th February, there are some major news in US. CPI M&M, that is month on month. Core CPI month on month. GDP, Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks, and AUD, Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Lowy speaks. So these are some important news that can make some movement in the market. Friday, there are no major news. So intraday traders in Forex market have to be vigilant, especially on Wednesday and Thursday. Let us have a look at the major Forex currencies. Euro USD daily chart. Overall trend downwards. Last week, we had a little pullback, and in fact, the pullback actually broke the trend lines and hit our target of 1.1500. Let us have a look at the 4-hour chart to see for some trading opportunities. Currently, the market is in between 1.1500 and 1.1400. This week, we keep the target same as 1.1500 and 1.1400. If the market continues downward, then the market might take a little jump over here and then continue downwards to 1.1180. Next currency pair, GBP USD daily charts. The markets are still in a downtrend. It is still making lower highs. Let us have a look at the 4-hour chart to see if there are any trading opportunities. All right, if you look at the 4-hour chart, last week the market moved upwards and then it retraced back a little bit. If this week the market continues upward, the market might go up to 1.3600 and even touch the trend line and reach up to 1.3650. And if the market continues downward, our previous target of 1.3350 would be our next target. Next pair, AUD USD daily charts. As you can see, the charts is still in a downward pattern. The market is still moving downwards. Let us have a look at the 4-hour charts to see for some trading opportunities. As you can see in the 4-hour chart, last week the market retraced back a little bit up to 0.7150 and then came back down to 0.7070. This week, if the market retraces back, it will go up to 0.7120, or it might go up to the trend line of 0.7200. And if the market continues down, our first target will be 0.6990, and the second target would be 0.6870. Next pair, USD Jpy. USD Jpy, as you can see, is still in an uptrend. Last week, the market came down and then retraced back to 115.20. Let us see on a 4-hour chart if there are any trading opportunity. As you can see on a 4-hour chart, the market is at a very strong resistance zone of 115.20. If the market comes down, it might either come up to the trend line around 114.00, or it might continue down to 112.70. Else the market might continue on its way upwards to 117.10. BTC USD still in a downtrend. Let us have a look at the 4-hour chart to look for some trading opportunities. Last week, the market retraced back and it has reached the level of 41,490. BTC USD in a strong support and resistance zone. Previously over here, it was a strong support zone. Over here, it was a support zone, and here it's at a resistance zone. So if the market moves, it can move all the way up to 52,000. It can just continue upward. Or if the market moves down, it can continue downwards to 30,000. So we'll have to wait and see what the market has to show this week. Well, friends, that's all for this week's Forex Heads Up. Trade as per your plan and keep your risk under control. If you like my work, please do like and share. And for weekly updates, please subscribe. Thank you. Namaskar.